Okay, that's enough. That's enough time doing nothing. I'm gonna put this right there to speak into. All right. Okay. So welcome all. I'm gonna put this a little bit down. I am here at my house with my Randall RX 120. And I'm doing a test for it's a new pedal that I just got. I'm going to turn this around. It's a new pedal that I just got. It's the Mud Killer from fucking Electric Eye Audio, somewhere in Brazil, I believe. It's essentially it's an overdrive pedal with the ability to taper off the low end frequency so that your sound doesn't come in all muddy. I've had a problem with this before, especially since with Nameless Anonymous we play in C standard, and it tends to start to get muddy with like the lower when I'm playing chords on the lower strings. There's a song where I wish I didn't have that problem, and we ended up being able to fix it, in post-production, but I would rather not put that signal into the fucking chain in the first place, right? So I'm testing out a pedal that I heard from the internet. It's the Mud Killer. So I've got it set right now to, I think, where it's okay. Again, it's not picture perfect right now. I haven't had a lot of time to mess with it. That's kind of what this video is for, is really documenting that process. But I did play with it a little bit ago to see what it would be like. So I'm going to turn off my fucking voice microphone, and then I'm going to play into the guitar. What I'm first going to do is I'm going to turn off the pedal. And I'm going to point like one, like this, one. And then two is going to be when I turn the pedal back on. And you're going to see what the difference is between the like regular distortion or overdriven channel on my Randall head and with that pedal. And just the pedal. I don't have anything else on this chain right now. It is just the pedal. And there's a reason I wanted to do that. And I'll explain here in a short bit. So I've got my Jackson coffin stuffer right here, is what I'm going to call it as of today. This is called the coffin stuffer because of the coffin, and it goes into my coffin case. Coffin, give me free stuff. Anyway, please. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking for a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of a testing with this fucking guitar, all right? So I'm going to turn off the mic. Okay, so that was the two channels, or that was the two settings. One with the fucking. I'm gonna put this right here. It was one with the mud killer off and one with it on. And with it off, I don't have the gain on this Randall head too high. I think I've got it. So it's numbered from 1 to fucking 10. It's on the 4. And I've got my drive at like a 7 on this channel on my Randall head. So I've got it set to like how I have my tone from my head going into my pedal board, which again is not a lot of gain. You don't need a whole bunch of gain coming out of your head. Now this pedal, I've got it turned on. When I've got it turned on, I've got the preamp at about the 12 o'clock or 5, and the post gain preamp, post gain or the drive at a 10, or it's at the fucking fullest, right? So right now it's just kind of set to that. There's no compression on it. Oh wait. I stand corrected. I forgot to turn it off. There was compression on that. And I think it sounds pretty good right now. I still got to dial it in a little bit, right? But I kind of wanted to test out what it would look like. I just came back online. I want to test out what it would kind of feel like right now. So I'm about to set it to the muddiest setting on there so you can tell the difference with the drive on and the muddiest setting, okay? And I'm even going to turn off the compression just so you guys get the full fucking raw tone, right? I'm going to turn off the compression, and it's at the muddiest, and then I'm going to put it to the least muddy right after that, right? So again, 1 and then 2. All right, so that was the the first time. So I made a mistake. The first little bit where right before I stopped and said one again was the muddiest setting, but I had the compression on, and then I turned it off and did that whole bit again with the muddiest setting, and then I changed it all the way to clockwise, the knob clockwise to the right to go to the least muddiest setting. And so on the labeling, the way they labeled it on some of these was like 6 through 8 strings, because this was essentially created for bands and artists who use 8-string guitars. And with those kinds of guitars, you know, your hand is only so big and can only mute so much, I guess. And some of them lower end strings, regardless of what you do, are going to ring out kind of nasty. So that's what this was created for. But it works really well for 6-string guitars anyway. The 6-string setting is pretty muddy. I'm about to put that on, and then I'm going to set it back to where I had it before, and then I'm going to turn the compression on. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. I've got an SM57, just one, because I don't feel like pulling out my other shit to... Well, actually, full disclosure, I have one interface with 2 jacks in it, and that I just picked up right now, earlier today, that would only be able to take either 2 guitars or 1 guitar signal and 1 fucking microphone signal. So I'm choosing to do the microphone and the single guitar. So hopefully that's acceptable to you guys. But anyway, so again, I'm gonna turn this to the 6-string setting, which is actually I don't think it's actually the muddiest setting, but it is like just above the muddiest setting. And then I'm afterwards 2 is gonna be the where I had it before, which is at like a 7.5, 7.25 string range, right? It's based on the fucking meter on that knob. So it'll be around the 1 o'clock on the clock there. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this back now. Okay. So there you go. That was the 6 string and what I think is about 7.5 string level on the Mud Killer. I did buy this with what was labeled as a slight what's it called? Appearance fucking cosmetic issue. So pretty much something on the outside was slightly wrong or something, and they didn't want to sell it for full price. It was only like fucking $20 less, which I didn't mind. If they didn't have that option, I would have paid full price for it anyway. But anyway, what I was getting at there was that I can't really see what the string sizes or string levels are on this thing. It's just got fucking dashes, right? So I'm doing my best estimate based on what I saw online for it. I forgot to mention, man, and I fucking bad because it's my band, but the first song I played was Raven, even though I kept fucking it up. And the second song I played was Angel, off of the Out of the Darkness album by Nameless Anonymous. Fucking get yours at the website in the description when I post this. Fucking, I think it sounds really good, even through headphones, man. Like, I can still really hear the power that it has, and I'm not even monitoring it on my thing here. I can still tell just the little nuances, and it's fucking fantastic. Even for the lead bit that I did there, right? With the low end tapered off at the 7.5 string point, that still sounded amazing, and that's kind of tough to find, at least in my experience so far with affordable pedals. It's been tough to find a pedal, an overdrive pedal or a distortion pedal that fucking does like puts the punch in your signal so well that also sounds really good with lead. Sometimes it's like maybe it sounds really good on the low end, or it sounds really good on the lead. One of the two, it just doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't really translate well. Like, I could go out to a fucking what you might call it, open mic night tomorrow with just this pedal right now, and I would feel super confident. Even the compression on it is like really good. It doesn't cause any interference with too much of a muddy signal. So it fucking sounds really good. The levels on it, you can dial in the tone, you can dial in the fucking pre and post gain, to really hone in what signal you want out of my fucking solid state over here, right? So I could theoretically, with minor problems here and there, just go out and play with this tomorrow, and I would be fucking fine. I wouldn't have any issues doing that because it just sounds fantastic. And I've only got my amplifier at like a less than 2. Yeah, and this thing goes from 0 to 10, so at less than 2, it's already fucking powerful. And I'm in a small room too, but it still sounds fantastic with how I've got it set. So I'm really glad that I bought this head. First of all, I was having trouble with it before, but I've done a couple modifications, and now with this fucking pedal, it sounds even better. And I can't wait. I'm gonna do an actual video with just with my whole pedal chain, with the core set, the tone core set, compression, my cock blocker to kind of just block out the little bits that I don't really want in there. I've got a wah, fucking reverb, delay and shit. I've also got I still have my TC Electronics Spark overdrive, which I think if I play my cards right, I might be able to use both of them, and just have the Spark as a mid boost for lead, for solo and shit like that. Maybe, like, that's kind of what I think it was designed for, really, was either like rock and roll or a lead boost for metal to put in front of something else. I've been able to do stuff with it while playing on my Egnator fucking amplifier at the band with the band, but with this Randall, it didn't work out the same way, and so that's why I actually ended up buying this Mud Killer. And so far, I'm fucking loving this thing. I'm about to play another little bit just to see what it really can do as far as lead goes, and then I think I'm done with the video after that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna tune up real quick, but I'm gonna fucking go ahead and just play some lead for you. It's gonna be the lead from Angel as well. Okay, so So it was weird. Maybe it's because I've got one headphone on or something, but I actually almost preferred the sound of the lead sound with the bridge pickup as opposed to as opposed to the neck pickup. And I've got invaders in, and even the bridge pickup is like kind of far down, right? Because they're high output and very noisy if you don't treat them right. But it definitely takes the mid sound a lot better, especially at those higher ranges. So maybe I actually will have to use the Spark as a fucking lead boost since it's got a mid-range boost setting on there. With this Randall, and since again I'm leaving for a while, so I'm not gonna be with my Egnator for quite a long time, to be honest with you guys. I'm sad about it, sort of, but I've got my Randall, and I've managed to make it sound fucking fantastic today with this Mud Killer. Just a couple extra notes. I'm gonna dial in the tone just a little bit better. Putting the drive back a little bit, the tone maybe a little bit brighter, but I don't really know about that. And then, to spend some time really just kind of playing with that fucking mud killing knob. I think because I have an actual compressor with with a bunch of other settings on there, I might use that instead of the compression on this pedal. But still, even the compression on this pedal sounded like it had lots of good sustain. Maybe it just did, it did a lot of lifting and not a lot of other shit. But anyway, I'm gonna put another video out with this fucking the whole pedal chain, and I'll show you all the settings and everything. I'll put up pictures and all that shit of how I've got this crap here. But I'm so glad that this came in. I'm super happy with it. Just in time for my move. Whoops, bumped the mic. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna trim this video up, but until then, I'm gonna leave the video around. So thanks for watching. Keep in touch and all that good shit. And yep, toodles.